Yes, ma'am.
Hmm? Okay, so here if you see this write up I will send on your group after the lecture. So all of you listen it carefully. So all of you know that what you are supposed to write in the write up, you can note down it simultaneously. Hmm? This is like first experiment number 1, MATLAB simulation on ASK. Sorry, MATLAB simulation of ASK, first experiment. And this one is aim. First, it is aim to study the MATLAB simulation of ASK. Then objective, to study the different blocks of ASK modulation to generate the ASK modulated signal on Simulink. These are objectives. Third point is outcome. You note down it. पहिल्यांदा एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर, नंतर एक्सपेरिमेंटचं टायटल वरती येणार. एम, objective, outcomes, this you have to write. Then apparatus required, which apparatus are required for that. Now as it is on MATLAB, आता पहिले 6 एक्सपेरिमेंट जे आहेत तुमचे ते MATLAB वरचेच देणार आहे मी तुम्हाला for the practical write-up, and last 2 experiments we will consider the hardware. Okay, so right now I have this write-up for these first 3 experiments. At least that I will send you after the lecture, that you can complete to study the different blocks of ASK modulation, ASK modulated signal, outcome. After performing this experiment, students will be able to perform simulation of ASK. Apparatus required. इथपर्यंत पहिले 4 पॉइंट झाले. Fifth point is this you can call it as theory. Whatever is this fifth point, sorry, this fifth point, it is theory point. Okay, so here you can write the theory in 1 paragraph, 5-6 lines you can write. आता ह्याच्यामध्ये जे लिहिलंय तेच तुम्ही लिहा असं म्हणत नाही, त्या पर्टिक्युलर एक्सपेरिमेंट बद्दल, म्हणजे ASK, FSK, PSK, QPSK, PCM, त्या पर्टिक्युलर पॉइंट बद्दल वॉट एव्हर इन्फॉर्मेशन यू नो, that information you can write in the theory part. Okay, so that you have to write here theory. Then next, procedure. So write down procedure. लिहिली का तुम्ही बाकीच्या सब्जेक्टला? Have you written procedure?
No, ma'am.
Then don't write it. Let it be here just for your understanding. Theory नंतर तुम्ही procedure फक्त बघा, experiment मध्ये लिहू नका write up मध्ये. Then block diagram is important. This you have to write. I will repeat it from start. Experiment number, name, आणि प्रत्येक पेज वरती तुमचं रोल नंबर आणि नाव पाहिजे. That is important. So पहिल्या पेज वरती आहे आणि दुसऱ्या पेज वरती नाही असं नको. Whatever you are writing, on every page your roll number should be there on the right hand side upper corner. Here you write your name and roll number for every page. Experiment title, aim, objective, outcome, apparatus, theory. Then procedure you don't follow, don't write the procedure. Block diagram you have to draw. So this is the block diagram which we have built on the Simulink software. After the block diagram, you write down the output. Okay, so output, this will be the whatever you are getting on the simulation software's DSO output. That may not be exactly same here, but from your drawing point of view, whatever is possible that I have put here. आता तुम्ही हे काय काढायचंय किंवा ASKचा जरी कुठलाही वेवफॉर्म तुम्ही काढले इथे तरी चालू शकतात. Not only this much, but whatever general waveform is there for ASK. For example, if I show you the ASK waveform, 3 signals are required. Modulating signal, so this one, see, this is the binary data, this is modulating signal, this is carrier signal, and this is our ASK signal. So this diagram also if you draw, that is okay, but it's better if you draw this one. ओके, आता इथं डिमॉड्युलेटेड पण दाखवलेलं आहे, पण आपण तो घेतलेला नाहीये, त्यामुळे इथं जरी ही असली वेवफॉर्म तरी काढायची गरज नाही. like you have studied the different blocks in the MATLAB, or you have understood the concept of the how to build the Simulink model in MATLAB. So which block you have used. Hmm? So like that you can write down the conclusion, or you can write we have seen the method for building the ASK block and generated the ASK waveform. Hmm? That can be okay, but it should not happen that all are writing the same conclusion. In this, we have seen how to build the ASK and how to see the simulation. Don't write the traditional conclusions. You can write that. For example, आपण जो इथं digital data generator use केला होता, that was of Bernoulli's type of generator we have used. Or we have used this frequency of this carrier, it is greater as compared with this modulating signal, or with the help of product modulator we have generated the ASK signal. Like that you can write the conclusion part. Are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Now this is first experiment, आणि हे तुम्ही साध्या पेजवरच आता तुम्हाला काढावं लागणार आहे. You don't require the graph paper for this. So this is first. आता तुम्ही जर बघितलं साधारणतः एक पेजचं एक राईटअप होतंय. So you have to write down the write-up for 8 experiments. This is first simulation, MATLAB simulation of ASK. Then second it is MATLAB simulation of FSK. Aim, objective, to study the MATLAB simulation of FSK. Objective, same, to study the different blocks of FSK modulation. कारण ही एकच मेथड नाही. If you see the video or if you search the video on internet, you will get the different methods for generation of these particular outputs on the Simulink. Okay. So to study the MATLAB simulation of FSK, to study the different blocks, to generate the FSK signal. After performing this experiment, students will be able to perform the simulation of FSK. किंवा थेअरी मध्ये तुम्ही मॅटलॅब बद्दल लिहू शकता इथं या कुठल्या एक्सपेरिमेंट साठी, or you can write something some information about Simulink. So that's up to you, but that should be relevant. मॅडमनी सांगितलं जनरल लिहा म्हणजे कुठलाही पॉइंट लिहू नका, त्या एक्सपेरिमेंटचे रिलेटेड वॉट एव्हर यू कॅन राईट दॅट यू कॅन राईट. कन्सेप्ट लिहू शकता तुम्ही, बेसिक कन्सेप्ट काय आहे. इथं मी तेच पॉइंट इन्क्लूड केले होते. FSK इज द डिजिटल मॉड्युलेशन टेक्निक in which frequency of carrier varies according to the digital signal. Like this you can write for this theory part. Then procedure, you don't write the procedure. Next, block diagram. This is the block diagram which we have built on the software. And next it is output, and last one it is conclusion. मग पहिला experiment आहे ASK generation on Simulink. Second is FSK generation on Simulink, and this third one it is PSK generation on Simulink. Okay, so right now these 3 experiments are there. Write up with me. So I will send it on your group after the lecture, and whatever are the next experiments, and it write up along with the sequence. That one copy also I will send, final copy up to Wednesday. Okay, so that you can write. आता ह्या सिक्वेन्सनेच लिहायच्यात तुम्हाला, त्यामुळे हे ते पहिले 3 एक्सपेरिमेंट जरी तुम्ही आता लिहायला घेतले तरी that is okay, just to save your time and load at the last hour. Okay, so have you understood how to write? आणि सिम्युलेशन मध्ये जे एक्सपेरिमेंट आहेत त्याला ऑब्झर्वेशनचे काय, म्हणजे आपण जसे अॅनालॉग कम्युनिकेशनला रिडिंग लिहिले होते तसे इथे रिडिंग लिहायची काही गरज नाही, बिकॉज वी हॅव नॉट टेकन एनी रिडिंग्स हिअर इन द सिम्युलेशन सॉफ्टवेअर. बट फॉर हार्डवेअर you have to take note down that reading. So what readings you have to write, that also I will accordingly convey the message. Okay, so is it clear about the write up? आणि सगळे एक्सपेरिमेंट
Yes, ma'am.
एकाच ह्याच्यामध्ये लिहा. You prepare one PDF only for all the experiments. Like we have generated the link, I will provide the link to you. You can upload it up to the whatever the simulated time will be given to you. Okay, so these 3 you can start writing. So I think there is no any problem for that experiment related thing. So this I will send. So now if we have to revise the points quickly related to the PDC. So if you see this, so this is the first PPT where the syllabus it is there. So if you see the syllabus, so बघा आता आपण काय काय पॉइंट तुम्हाला important आहेत and which you have to prepare, that I am telling. So in this random and information theory we have seen the all the numericals. First we have seen the concept. Information means what? Average information, mutual information, entropy, joint entropy, conditional entropy, rate of information. या सगळ्याचे तुम्ही न्यूमरिकल सॉल्व करा. You go through the basic formulae, so that can be asked as a part of MCQ. म्हणजे MCQ मध्ये तुम्हाला बेसिक फॉर्म्युले पण विचारू शकतात and some example can be also given in the MCQ. Okay, so this is the basic part in chapter number 1, joint entropy, conditional entropy, rate of information, redundancy, channel capacity, Shannon theorem. All these points we have seen. Formula and the numerical, that both the things you go through that. Then next, these are the coding examples. आपण रिडक्शन कसं केलंय त्या पर्टिक्युलर प्रोबॅबिलिटीज that you have to understand properly. Then second chapter we have studied pulse code modulation technique. Here we have seen the digital pulse modulation. Pulse modulation मध्ये दोन टाइप आहेत, analog pulse modulation आणि digital pulse modulation. Analog pulse modulation PAM, PPM, PWM आणि digital pulse modulation मधले कुठले टाइप आहेत सांगा मला. What are the types in digital pulse modulation? Can you tell? What are the types of digital pulse modulation methods? Analog pulse modulation PAM, PPM, PWM आहे. Digital pulse modulation कुठले आहेत सांगा. Yes, Vaishnavi. What are the digital
ASK, PSK.
digital pulse modulation methods आहेत PCM आणि delta modulation. ASK, FSK, PSK, that we call it as binary digital modulation schemes. डिजिटल पल्स मॉड्युलेशन म्हणजे PCM आणि डेल्टा मॉड्युलेशन हे दोन पॉइंट डिजिटल पल्स मॉड्युलेशनच्या अंडर येतात. And when we say the pulse analog modulation, there we consider PAM, PPM and PWM. That is basic difference you understand. So number of times we have repeated before this also. So try to understand what I am telling. Digital pulse modulation चे हे टाइप आहेत PCM आणि डेल्टा मॉड्युलेशन. जिथं फायनल आउटपुट हे बिट्सच्या फॉर्म मध्ये असतं, दॅट आर द डिजिटल पल्स मॉड्युलेशन मेथड्स. देन नेक्स्ट इज बायनरी डिजिटल मॉड्युलेशन टेक्निक्स. बायनरी डिजिटल मॉड्युलेशन टेक्निक मध्ये ASK, FSK, PSK बघतो. PCM मध्ये मॉड्युलेटिंग सिग्नल अनालॉग फॉर्म मध्ये आहे आणि डिजिटल सिग्नल हा or whatever is the carrier signal, that is in the form of digital. That's why the final output is also in the forms of 0 and 1. But in binary digital modulation, when we say ASK, FSK, PSK, there the modulating signal is in the form of bits and the carrier signal is in the form of analog signal. Okay, that's why the output is also in the analog form at the binary digital modulation techniques, ASK, FSK, PSK. So here in this second chapter we have seen how to generate the PCM signal, what is the concept of TDM PCM, then how you can generate the delta modulation, what are the different types of noise in the delta modulation, adaptive delta modulation, that points we have seen. Then third, binary digital modulation techniques. In this we have seen ASK, FSK, PSK and DPSK. Then their comparison by considering the various parameters that we have seen. Then this is binary digital modulation scheme. ह्याच्या पुढचं जे आहे advanced version or improved modulation, that we say that is M-array digital modulation techniques. M-array digital modulation technique मध्ये by considering the more number of signals, means by considering the m number of signals per second, you can transmit the information, or you can transmit the signal with high data rate. That is called as the M-array digital modulation technique. So here we have seen M-array, ASK, FSK and PSK. Then fifth chapter we have considered optimum receiver for digital modulation, or you can say what is the ideal receiver for digital modulation. त्याच्या characteristics काय आहेत, that we have considered in chapter number 5. Then in that we have seen the design of matched filter receiver, correlational receiver. Along with this we have seen integrate and dump filter and different methods used for synchronization, like symbol synchronization, frame synchronization and carrier recovery circuit. These are the methods used for the synchronization purpose. Then next, multi-channel and multi-carrier communication system. So at a time, by using multiple number of channels and multiple number of carriers, how you can transmit the information, that we have seen in this chapter number 6. Okay. Then ह्याच्यामध्ये आपण OFDM सिस्टीम एक बघितली, मल्टी कॅरियरचं एक्झाम्पल म्हणून. We have seen the FFT based multi carrier communication system. Then peak to average ratio, how to maintain the peak to average ratio in the multi carrier communication system, that also we have seen in the chapter number 6. Then chapter number 7 is error control codes. In that we have seen the linear block code, how they are used for generation of the code vectors, how the syndromes are used for detection and correction of the error, that we have seen. Okay. Then this is about the our syllabus. Okay, so now we will start discuss today few additional MCQ, and before start of discussion of that MCQs, let me show you this your study material sheet. So this is the study material sheet. I hope all of you are using it regularly. So here date, time, that all of you know. Unit, name of point, that particular link for the lecture is there. Class notes. Here combinedly ज्या notes आहेत त्या इथे दिलेल्या आहेत, आणि apart from that whatever are the extra notes are there. म्हणजे एखादा important point असेल किंवा त्याचं एखादं numerical solve केलं असेल, तर that also I have given in this class notes column. ह्या particular date च्या पुढं जर त्या पॉइंटशी काय रिलेटेड एक्स्ट्रा नोट्स असतील तर त्या इथं ऍड केलेल्या आहेत. सो ऑल ऑफ यू चेक each column, or sorry, you check each row related to that chapter in the class notes column. Then here it is PPT. PPTs are not there for all chapters, but wherever it is possible that I have uploaded. Then these are the combined assignment questions and MCQs for all chapters, and this last column is additional notes and videos. मग हा जो additional notes and videos चा column आहे, तिथे इथं tutorial point म्हणून मी एक अपलोड केलेलं आहे. So here for all points you can understand the basic concepts properly by considering that tutorial that particular site. इथं तुम्ही बघा, इथं digital communication, home, analog to digital, quantization, PCM, delta modulation, all these points related to chapter number 2, 3, you can get properly in this particular things or particular points that is given here in the additional notes. Then these are some of the notes which I have scanned from books for the relative chapters. हे पहिल्या चॅप्टरच्या पण त्याच्यात ऍड करते मी. राईट नाव इट इज देअर फॉर चॅप्टर नंबर 5, our chapter number 5, synchronization and हे optimum receiver. That also you can check. Then these are the various YouTube videos as well as some videos I have sent directly on your WhatsApp group. So this material you can refer for your study. Okay, so this is about the study material. Okay, so is there any doubt in this? Any point you want or what? Is it okay? And this link, one link I will add today. This link I will add for this additional MCQs. Just a minute. Additional notes video link आहे ना, त्याच्यामध्ये मी पहिल्यांदाच ऍड करते. So here you will get the multiple MCQs additionally just for your practice. Okay, so we will see these MCQs based on the digital communication. Okay, so we will start discussion of that. So all of you please pay attention properly and try to give the answers. Here answers are also mentioned, but we will see. So the first question here is, which are the common transmission media used in the digital communication system? So which media it is used commonly in the digital communication system? So first one is coaxial cable, twisted copper cable, radio frequency bands, and all of above. So the answer here it is all of above. So in the digital communication, if you see coaxial cable, twisted copper cable, radio frequency bands, all these are used as a communication channel. Okay, then some of the commonly used physical transmission media are given above. So the answer it is all of above. Then the basic transmission and reception system means the communication system which includes only transmission and reception, that is which type of system? म्हणजे बेसिक ट्रान्समिशन रिसेप्शन साठी कुठले ब्लॉक, किती ब्लॉक्स लागतील आपल्याला त्या सिस्टम साठी, दॅट इज आस्क्ड. सो हाऊ मेनी ब्लॉक्स आर रिक्वायर्ड फॉर बेसिक ट्रान्समिशन अँड रिसेप्शन? 2, 3, 4 and 3. So what is the third, which is the third block required here? Transmitter, receiver, and what is third block required here?
Channel.
Okay, so third block required here it is channel. Okay, then that's why the 3 block system is the correct answer for this. Next one, modulation channel consists of amplifier, signal processing unit, amplifier and signal processing unit, and none of above. So the modulation channel consists of amplifier and signal processing unit. So both the things are required there, amplifier and signal processing unit. Then amplifier is required to increase the strength of the signal, and signal processing unit म्हणजे त्याच्या अंडर आपण modulator वगैरे हे block consider करतो. So both the things are required in the modulation channel. Then next, fourth question, modulation channel does not accept an analog input signal. So is it true? Modulation channel doesn't accept analog input signal. So can you justify whether it is true or false? And
False.
why?
चॅनल मधूनच मॅम जातात ना सिग्नल.
Okay, so it is not the case that it is not accepting analog signal. It can accept analog as well as digital signal. Okay, then next, if operating frequency bands are higher, dash is available. Okay, if operating frequency bands are of higher range, then larger bandwidth is available. तुम्ही जेव्हा communication system मध्ये वेगवेगळे bands study करता, so we have seen that in electromagnetic spectrum also. So whenever the higher operating frequency bands are available, at that time we can say that the frequency or bandwidth available of the system is larger. Okay, so larger bandwidth is available in that case. Larger bandwidth is available when operating frequency bands are higher. This is the answer. Then next, ground wave communication occurs in. So ground wave communication occurs in low frequency band, medium frequency band, low and medium frequency band, and none of above. So this is actually not in the syllabus, but the ground wave communication that comes under the atmospheric layers. आता जे वेगवेगळे layers आहेत around the earth. So whatever are the layers around the earth, by considering that different layers, the communication it is considered. मग atmospheric म्हणल्यावर whatever is in the specific range, that is the atmospheric communication. So low and medium frequency bands are used for the ground wave communication. Okay, then next, sampling theorem is used for converting. So the use of sampling theorem is to convert the continuous time signal in the discrete form. That is the use of the sampling. So sampling theorem is used for converting continuous time signal into discrete form. So then here the option C it is given. So sampling theorem. So at the modulator or at the transmitter part, sampling process converts the continuous signal in the discrete form. But whenever you consider the receiver part related to this sampling, then with the help of the sample and hold circuit and again applying the waveform to the low pass filter, it is performing the reverse function also. So option C it is correct for this question. Then next, a signal can be recovered from its sample by using low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter or band stop filter. So always for recovering the original signal, we use the low pass filter. Always at the receiver, the low pass filter it is used. Okay. So a signal can be recovered from its sample by using the low pass filter is correct answer. Then which is practically realizable? Practically what is possible, that is asked here. A train of pulses, impulse train, all of above mentioned and none of above mentioned. Okay, so practically काय generate करणं possible आहे, that is asked here. So train of pulses means continuously when the pulses are passing one after another, that is called as train of pulses. So practically train of pulses is more realizable as compared with the impulse train. Okay, so the train of pulses is practically realizable. Then next, impulse train, that is the different pattern. Okay, so train of pulses we are practically mostly using, that is realizable. Then next, in flat top sampling, dash is kept constant after sampling. Now in sampling we have seen there are two types, natural and फ्लॅट टॉप सॅम्पलिंग. कुठलाही सॅम्पलिंगचा टाईप असला तरी त्याच्यामध्ये कुठला पॅरामीटर चेंज होतो पल्सचा सांगा मला सॅम्पलिंग मध्ये? फेज, फ्रिक्वेन्सी और एम्प्लिट्यूड. सॅम्पलिंग आपण कशामध्ये बघितलं होतं? पॅम, पीपीएम, पीडब्ल्यूएम. फॉर जनरेशन ऑफ विच टाइप वी यूज द सॅम्पलिंग मेथड? पॅम, पीपीएम और पीडब्ल्यूएम. कशासाठी यूज करतो आपण सॅम्पलिंग? पॅम साठी. So it is related with amplitude. So amplitude is kept constant after the sampling. So amplitude is the correct option. Then next, low loop filter. So loop filter, that is not in our syllabus, so we will not go to this. So these are few MCQs like this. If you click here for this first link, top MCQs on digital communication system. आता इथं बाकीचे पण आहेत, but Just for your practice, if you click it on the first. So here are the additional MCQs given. So if you see here, असे प्रत्येक याच्यात 12 मिळतात तुम्हाला. Again, below that, whatever link it is given, if you click on that link, you get the more number of MCQs. Okay, so here again, first MCQ, if you see, what are the main features of receiver? What are the main features of receiver? Synchronization, multiple parallel receiver chain, synchronization and multiple parallel receiver chain, and none of the mentioned. So main features of receiver are synchronization and multiple parallel receiver chain. So option C is correct for first question. Then second, what conditions must be fulfilled in a good digital communication system? So what are the main requirements of good digital communication system? So first is high data rate, high fidelity, low transmission power, and all of above. So all of above is the correct answer. Okay. Then wired channels are. So here if you see, high data rate should be there at the receiver for communication system. And fidelity means what? What is the meaning of fidelity term? Can anyone tell? Fidelity means what? Fidelity means what? Can anyone tell? आपण बघितली टर्म फिडेलिटीचा अर्थ काय होतो? Fidelity means what? Fidelity of the receiver or fidelity of communication system means the ability to generate all the frequency components whatever we have transmitted at the transmitter. Transmitter ने जे काही सिग्नल ट्रान्समिट केलेले आहेत so whatever is the components or signals transmitted by transmitter that should be received or recovered at the receiver, that is called as the fidelity. Okay, then these two requirements are there, as well as the low transmission power. So always we want the communication in the less power consumption. Okay, so this is about the second question. Then third, wired channels are lossy and lossless, and none of the mentioned. So if you compare the wired communication and wireless communication, wired channels are having the more loss, so they are lossy. That is option A is correct. Then the equivalent temperature in the receiver design must be kept low. आता हे जे equivalent temperature आहे, that term is related with the noise temperature related concept. So in analog communication we have seen noise temperature is the equivalent noise calculation in the receiver. So equivalent temperature in the receiver design must be low. So this is the option A is correct for this. जर नॉइज टेम्परेचरची व्हॅल्यू जास्त असले तर याचा अर्थ काय होतो? in the receiver more amount of noise it is present, so it should be low. Then next, which corrects the sampling time problem in digital system? Sampling time चा problem, who is correcting the sampling time problem in the digital system? So interpolator. So this is also not in the syllabus, so we will not see this question number 5. Then this is general one. What are the main features of the transmitter? high clock speed, linear power amplifier, directional antennas, all the mentioned. So all these are the requirements of the transmitter. Clock speed should be high, linear power amplifier should be used, means wherever the power it is amplified, that block it is linear power amplifier, always it should be linear power amplifier. Directional antennas म्हणजे काय, दोन टाईपचे अँटेना असतात. इन वन टाईप ऑफ अँटेना द पॉवर रेडिएशन, म्हणजे आता जर ट्रान्समीटरने काही पॉवर ट्रान्समिट केली तर दॅट इज डायरेक्टेड टुवर्ड्स द रिसिव्हर ओनली और इन अ स्पेसिफिक डायरेक्शन. Those are called as the directional antennas. And another type of antennas are there which are called as omnidirectional, जे सगळ्या डायरेक्शनला पॉवर रेडिएट करतात. बट ॲज पर आवर रिक्वायरमेंट द मेन फीचर्स ऑफ ट्रान्समिटर त्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला डायरेक्शनल अँटेनास यूज करावे लागतात. मीन्स दे विल radiate the power only in the direction of the receiver. Then that's why this option D is correct, all of above. Transmission media used in the low frequency band is, लो फ्रिक्वेन्सी बँड साठी कुठला ट्रान्समिशन मीडिया यूज होतो, एअर, वॉटर, कॉपर अँड ऑल. सो फॉर द लो फ्रिक्वेन्सी all these transmission medias are used. Then transmission media used for medium frequency band, coaxial cable, copper, optical fiber, all of above. So copper cable it is used for the medium frequency band. Low साठी हे सगळे यूज होतात. But for this medium frequency band we are not using coaxial or optical fiber, we are using the copper cable because its physical characteristics are rigid or it is strong as compared with coaxial cable and the optical fiber cable. Then matched filter techniques, म्हणजे matched filter receiver जो आहे तो यूज केल्यामुळे काय होतं, फर्स्ट increases SNR, second decreases SNR, third SNR is not affected, and D all of the mentioned. So matched filter techniques is used to increase the SNR. So option A is correct for this, increases the SNR. Matched filter receiver can be used as least square estimator. So this is also not here in the syllabus. Then next question is, digital communication systems can handle analog signal, 1D signal, 2D signal, all of mention. So all the signals can be handled by digital communication. Then next, the information source of digital communication system can be packetized, continuous, packetized and continuous, and none of above. So you can use any type of the information source, either packetized or continuous. So option C is correct for this. Okay, so like this, if you see here, additional MCQs are given. So some of them are general, that also you can refer. त्यातले काही सिलेबस मध्ये नाही आहेत आपल्याला. If you find that kind of numeric MCQs, that you can just ignore that. Okay, but काही जनरल जे आहेत त्याच्यातून तुम्हाला basic information that will be also clear, which will be useful to solve other MCQs in your exam. Okay, so from that intention you can go through that. आणि answers दिलेले त्याच्यामध्ये, असं नाही की answer नाही. So at least by going through that once will help you to again clear some basic concepts. So you go through that MCQs. So tomorrow you will have the test on chapter number 7. I will give the link during your lecture slot, the link for chapter number 7. Okay, so we will stop here today. You can just type your number and you can leave the meeting.